What's up everybody? It's Friday the 6th of March and I'm back down here again. This is day 3 and yeah, the weather's getting nicer, the wind's really gone down, the sun's out, it's warming up. Tomorrow is meant to be really nice, so I might pop back down again tomorrow. I've been taking a day off in between fishing, so I fished Monday, I was off Tuesday, fished Wednesday, off Thursday, now I'm back out again today. The rods are out, the right hand rod is under the tree where it normally will go, and today it's got a bit of pink sweet corn with the hybrid boilie, and the left hand rod is in the same spot, just off the reeds to the left, with a yellow bit of corn and a hybrid boilie. So I'm just doing a little bit of an experiment. I've had one on yellow and one on pink this week, so I just want to see if they prefer a certain colour in here. Once I caught a fish, I might start experimenting a little bit with rigs. I might try pop up or two. I might try just 2 single bits of corn, but first I want to catch a fish, so I keep my record going of not blanking. So fingers crossed we get one soon, and I'll be back in a bit. So as you probably saw at the beginning of the video, I've got myself a new toy. It's an umbrella, but with like wind skirts on the side, and no bar, which is quite nice. It's really easy to set up. It's just these poles here that go up the edging, anything, and then plug into here, and it's just an umbrella which you pop up. There's no bar in the middle, so that's a tiny bit awkward, but you just unscrew this bolt here and then you push it up into the bar and it clips in. So hopefully this will keep me sheltered, because it does get a little bit windy down here. It only cost me 20 quid on eBay. I'm quite impressed. It's not too bad. I believe it's a NGT. I think it's NGT, so that's how we walk around. An NGT umbrella, so it's not that bad. I quite like it for 20 quid. It'll keep me sheltered, and then if it does rain, which I don't think it's going to, because we've got nice blue skies and clouds with the nice sun, then if it does rain, I'm not going to get wet, because my old umbrella, which you've seen in the other videos, I've had since I was probably 10. I am now 31, so that just shows you how old that umbrella is. It's got holes in it everywhere, so I had to go out and get a new one. It's looking good for a bite, guys. It just had a liner on my left hand rod. I don't think it was a pickup because it didn't pull the line out of the clip, so just got to wait now. There's fish in the area, shows that they're on the move. There definitely weren't a coot. There's no coots, no birds up this end at the minute, so fingers crossed, come on the fish. So I've just put some more bait out because the coots have kind of cottoned on now to where I am and where the freebies are. So I've just put a few more out further down just to keep them away from my swim. Put a couple more in the swim because they did dive down and take a few. They've left the rods alone, which is good. The weather is lovely today, and especially this new volley is really nice. It keeps that little bit of a breeze off me with these little skirts on the side here, which is really good. So I'm really liking this. Fingers crossed, come on the fish. I really want a fish. So here's the bait that's been doing it for me. It's the hybrid in 15mm. I also do really like the cell, but hybrid at the minute seems to be catching me a lot of fish. I was running a little bit low, so I got some run down for me. You can't beat a good freezer range bait. Shelf life baits are okay, but they just tend to break down terribly. They sit on the bottom of the lake and they're not great for the fish. So I do like a good freezer range, nice fresh bait. So as you can see, guys, the retainer sling's in the water. That can mean only one thing. I've got me a fish. and it's a little bit better than the ones I've been catching the last few days. So I'll get the camera all set up and I'll show it to you. So here you go, guys, a lovely common weighing 16 pounds 4 ounces. This is the type of fish I'm after, much better quality. Left hand rod, the yellow corn does it again out of the left hand spot. Now that left hand spot never used to produce me this many fish, so I'm going to keep fishing there, I'm going to keep chucking the bait in. But what a lovely fish, what a lovely fish to catch. It's got a bit of damage here which I'm going to put some stuff on here. He's just got a little bit of a broken fin, but we'll try and sort that out for him. Once again, look, there it is. What a lovely common. Let's get it back. Facing the wrong way, Mr. Fish. There we go. And off it swims. So let me just show you the rig that the fish fell to. Same rig I've been using all the time. 3 ounce inline lead, little bit of tubing here, which just helps pin the line down. We've then got a quick link into some IQ2 12 pound fluorocarbon hook link with a size 8 wide gate hook, hybrid boilie, topped off with a little bit of yellow corn. Now let me just show you how aggressive this hook turns. Now just leave the lead there, and now let me show you. So when a fish picks up, let me just get the camera right. So a fish picks up the bait, gets it in his mouth, and as it goes to pull away, look, that hook turns straight away and goes into my hand, picks up the lead. I'm not going to do it too much because this hook is very, very sharp. Picks up the lead, and that's why I'm hooking all of these fish and I'm not losing any. So it just shows you that this is a good simple rig that anyone can tie. It's easy peasy. It's just a normal rig but with IQ2. So guys, here's the spot that's producing all the fish. Just, let me get my finger right here, just off this little reed that poke out from the main reed. Just to the left of it is where I'm casting, and it's producing me all the fish. I've had 3 fish out of there. I've only had 1 fish from the place I would normally catch them, which is under that tree. So I don't know if they're all sitting up in this bay, because this is where the sun is all the time. The sun is always in this bay, so I don't know if they're just sitting up here and I'm intercepting them as they cruise along the bay to head down the lake. No blank for me. I'm on a bit of a run at the minute. This hybrid bait seems to be doing an absolute treat in this lake. They love it. They can't get enough of it. 4 fish in 3 sessions, and considering the guys we were all weekend and had nothing, and they were doing how long they do? 48 hours. And normally this lake does fish much better at night than it does in the day. So I think I've done pretty well, to be honest. The fish have slowly got bigger through the week. So that was 16 pound. So who knows, the next one could be a 20 plus, which would be great. I'm not complaining. I just love catching fish. I love the thrill of hearing them bite alarms scream off, and getting a bend in the rod. I love it. So I'm going to go and have a drink, have a little chill for a bit, and hopefully when I come back I might have another one, who knows. While we're just sitting here relaxing, I thought I would show you my throwing stick. It's a Fox Range Master 18. You can use boilies of 12, 15 and 16 mil in this. It makes no difference, it's just as accurate. For For short range work, I don't really like using the stick. I'd rather use a catapult now. Unfortunately, my catapult is broken, but you can use it at short range. I just find it a little bit harder. Now, at long range, you can't beat a throwing stick. It's much better than a catapult. It doesn't spray the bait everywhere, and you can get it dialed down within 5 foot of each other. It's amazing. Whoever invented one of these is a genius. I love them. So we caught that fish at about 12 o'clock. I forgot to look at the time. I'm pretty sure I had that fish last season at about 14 pounds. So it's piled on a couple of pounds. That might be because of all the bait we're putting here. It does show that the fish are growing on, which is quite good. There's a lot of natural food in here. There's a lot of fish in this lake, so if there was less fish, they would put on a little bit more weight each year. It tends to be, the more fish you have, the slower their growth. So I think this lake's got quite a healthy balance. I'd quite like to catch the 30 that I caught, just to see how much that's put on. If that's put on £2, then I'd be well happy to catch that fish again. So yeah, the coots are here. They're diving down. They don't seem to be going near my rod at the minute, which is quite nice. They're on the right hand rod, which hasn't produced anything, so as long as they stay away from that left hand rod, the hot rod, I'm not complaining. So guys, now that we've caught something, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to take a bit of this PVA mesh. Let's just get it out. I'm going to tie a knot in the end. Normally I tie a knot already in the end, but obviously I was lazy last time I used this. Tie that knot in the end. Cut off the tag. Bang, right. Then we're going to get our crusher. Going to get this. What's that to fill? Yeah, we're going to take just a few boilies, like 5 or 6. We'll take 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put them in there. Give them a good crushing. Let's have a look. Like that. I don't want it in powder really. I just want it in chunks. Now normally I would use a scoop for this, but I don't know where I'd put it. I'm just going to tip it in my hand. And it's just as good. And then we're going to take that and put it in here. Bang. We're going to hit like a plate down there to plunge it. Let's have a little look. Did have a plunger. Where's that gone? Normally I am quite organised, guys. I don't know where I've put it. Oh, don't know what that is. We'll just use our hands. And what we're going to do is we're going to just slowly but surely push all this down to the bottom of the bag. Start kneading it down. With a plunger, normally you would just shove the plunger down there and it'll do this for you. But without a plunger, you can still do it, look. Slowly but surely, just put it all the way down the bottom. Give it a spin. Tie it off. Bop, bop, bop. Nice and tight. And cut it off. And then we've got a nice little crushed up boilie bag there to go on the end. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to use some of this, and I believe this is the pineapple, was it Power Pineapple goo? I can't remember. But yeah, we're going to put a little bit out just on the bag. We're going to cast that out on the left hand rod and just see if it brings us a fish. So guys, what we're going to do is we're just going to take this bag right here. We're going to take our hook, we're going to pass it into the bag just a little bit, give it a twist and then put it back through. Now that will help hold it on. Then what I'm going to do is take a piece of foam and pop it on our hook like so. A little bit of moisture. That again will just help to keep the hook line nice and straight. Then I'm going to move this out of the way and we're going to take some of the pineapple power smoke, that's what it's called, and we're going to stick it on here. We're going to coat it. Let's have a look. We're going to give it a good coating. La 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 la. I'm going to give that a minute just to seep into it. It's PVA friendly, so it won't melt the bag. Word of advice though, don't get this on your clothes because it stains. And then we're going to go and cast this out into the spot. I'm definitely not running out of bait now. I've got 2.5 kilos in this bag and then I've got a 1 kilo in here. All of hybrid. The difference is that this bag has been rolled by a gentleman that my mate Scudder knows. It feels the same, it smells the same. When you break it open, it looks exactly the same. So I'll give it a test. I got it at a pretty good price. We bought 5 kilos, and I think it was only about 40 quid. Not even that, 35 quid. So that's a good price considering this will cost you £12.99 in a shop for one, and I've just paid £17 for 2.5. So yeah, it's good going. It's 2:10. We've had no more bites. The wind started to pick up, and as you can probably tell by the fact the umbrella's moving all over the place, it's pushing down to the far end of the lake. So it is a cold breeze, and I'm on the back of the breeze, which is quite nice. Hopefully the fish will stay up this end because the sun is still out. It's keeping this end of the lake warm, whereas the cold breeze is probably keeping the water quite chilled down there. Fingers crossed for a fish. I've brought the right hand rod in. I've stuck a PVA bag on that as well as the goo, and I've recast that back out to the spot. I'm really surprised that hasn't produced more fish. All of last year that was the spot, but it just seems to be this left hand rod at the minute, and it's not really, I don't know if it is the colour of sweet corn, whether it's the yellow or pink, because I've had 2 on yellow and 1 on pink. So after today, maybe if I have another one on yellow, maybe yellow is the trigger colour for them to bite, but who knows. I'll keep plugging away and I'll come back with some more, well, hopefully if I get another fish. It's 3:30, no more fish and no more bites. I'm in two minds whether to come back tomorrow or not, or take the day off and come back Sunday. The weather's meant to be nice all weekend, so I'm not too sure. What I will do though before I go is I'm going to put a load of bait in all along margins, just so that the fish can feed freely without any lines being in, get used to there being bait there, get them moving around. It's just the wind. Or is that the coop? That's just the coop. Yeah, just get them freely moving around and get them picking up the bait without any line being in them or without spooking them off. So what I'm going to do, I'll show you. I'll spread bait all the way along here, all the way down to like here probably. Just put a little bit in, about 50, 60 boilies all the way up and down the margin, and hopefully that will get the fish a bit more confident and get them feeding, get them moving around, get them a little bit more active, because the weather is still quite cold. The water is quite, sorry I pushed the record button, I was saying the water is still quite cold, so let's have a little feel. Yeah, still quite cold, so they're probably still a little bit dormant, but they are starting to wake up. So what I want to do is get them trying to move around, get them picking up baits here, picking up baits over there, freely without being caught, get them more confident. So guys, as I'm most likely going to come back tomorrow, I think I'm going to pack up a little bit earlier than normal today. Going to pack up in about an hour and go home, which will make it half 4ish. I've had a good day, caught a £16 common, which I'm happy with. I'm going to put some bait in a minute, ready for tomorrow in case I do come. If not, I'll be down on Sunday for definite. It's my last day of my holiday before I go back to work, so I've got to make the most of it. I've had a good week so far, and hopefully that continues. I've just started packing up, but I've been thinking what I'll do next time I'm here is I'll move my right hand rod from under the tree and just place it a little bit further down the bank, just probably about here. I've just put in 60 freebies up and down this whole margin, so hopefully tomorrow or Sunday when I come back the fish will be about and I'll be able to get another one for you. So guys, I hope you're enjoying the videos. I'll be back with another one very soon. Hopefully I'll get out tomorrow or Sunday and I'll film all that for you. Until then, tight lines and I'll see you all soon.